Welcome students, this is Rajendra Reddy, Physics faculty of Sri Shri Academy. So, I have been teaching in Sri Shri Academy from 5 years, okay, for NEET aspirants and of course JEE students also, right. So, NEET examination is considered. Today topic of discussion is like how to solve the problems which are given in the NEET examination within a given time, because NEET exam overall it will have 180 questions and 180 minutes. Out of this 180 questions, 45 questions from physics, and according to this ratio it will be 45 minutes only. That means one question you have to solve within 1 minute. You have to solve one question within 1 minute. Okay. So, blindly solving, like if you see directly question and solving without thinking the question, okay, you may not reach this speed. Okay. So, to reach this speed you need shortcuts. You need shortcuts how to solve problems, and based on some theory bits how to decide finally the answer, okay, that you have to understand actually. Okay. So, we will consider some 4-5 problems from the previous question papers of NEET, okay, mostly 2020 and 2019 question papers I will consider, okay, and then we will discuss some 3-4 questions from that. Okay. If I consider NEET 2020 paper, so I should say this paper is easy paper only, okay, it is not very difficult, okay. And in that, if I consider a question which is, there was a question, what is the phase difference? What is the phase difference between acceleration and displacement of a particle which is executing SHM? Okay, simple harmonic motion a particle is executing, right? And for a particle which is in simple harmonic motion, there will be acceleration and also displacement, okay, which are relating, having this relation, okay, that is what A bar equals to minus K by M into X. Everyone will see this, okay. If you are preparing NEET examination, then you will be coming across this, okay. So, based on this statement you can answer the question actually. The phase difference between acceleration and displacement is going to be 180 degree or pi radian. Okay, by seeing this minus sign we can decide that. So, within 10 seconds or less than 10 seconds you can decide the answer and bubble there, okay. But if this same question you have answered mathematically, for example, if I consider x equals to, or displacement of a particle x equals to general formula A cos omega t I consider, okay, or to be more clear, it is A sin omega t. If it is starting from mean position, it is A sin omega t, okay. So, it is A sin omega t, then velocity is going to be A omega cos omega t, acceleration is minus A omega square sin omega t, okay. Then it is this minus indicates that acceleration is opposite to that of displacement. If you draw the waveform of this, you will definitely get the acceleration and displacement are out of phase by 180 degree, okay. So, but instead of doing all this mathematics, okay, we can see directly the minus sign there and decide that phase difference is 180 degree. So, this I can say this is one of the shortcut, okay. Like that you should know, you should remember the theory bits, and from the theory bits what you can decide in mathematical steps, okay. That is what required. One more question is asked in same NEET 2020 question paper, that is from semiconductors or electronic devices, okay. That question is, there was a NOR gate which is given in this form, that is what input bubbled actually, okay. This is output. Now it is very clear if you apply rules of Boolean algebra here, A, here it is A complement, B complement. If you generally solve this question, it will take 3 to 4 minutes, okay. A complement and B complement, here it is A complement plus B complement whole complement, it is A complement whole complement into, so finally you will get A. But instead of solving this entirely, okay, there is a statement regarding such gates actually, okay. If inputs of NOR gate are bubbled, or simply I can give you a statement here. The input bubbled NOR gate will be AND gate. Okay, yes, of course, input bubbled, okay, because bubbling means like connecting a NOT gate, inverting, okay. The input bubbled NOR gate will be AND gate. So, by simply remembering this statement, without solving this expressions and all, without this Boolean laws and all, just remembering this, you can say, yes, this is AND gate, right. Then the truth table of this will be 0, 0 for A and B. If both are 0, then output is 0. Like you can decide the truth table there by simply remembering this. Now, I can give you a similar example. Instead of NOR gate, let us consider a NAND gate. Okay. So, if you consider a NAND gate here, it will come as OR. Trust me, it will get, this will give you OR, okay. But what is a similar statement you can have here? The input bubbled NAND gate will give you OR gate. So, if you have doubt, you can check it. A complement, B complement. Then here it is A complement, B complement, whole complement. Then from De Morgan's laws, it is then this. Clear? So, what is that? The input bubbled and NAND gate will be OR gate. So, without solving this, directly you can answer within 10 seconds or within 20 seconds, you can answer such questions actually. Okay, so what is required here is remembering shortcuts and finding your own shortcuts is very, very important. Okay, if you ask me, sir, whether these statements are given in NCERT, no, these are not given in the NCERT book. Okay, so these such statements you have to find by your practice only. Okay, you have to practice a lot and then find such shortcuts, or you have to learn from someone who have practiced like me. Okay, so this is one of the. Similarly, there are many shortcuts in physics. Okay, all I cannot explain in a single video. Okay. Now, if you go to 2019 paper, there was a question. There was a question like a particle is in uniform motion with velocity v1. Okay. Two forces are acting on it. Sorry, not two more, three forces. Okay, three forces are acting on it as shown in the figure. Okay, the diagram is given like this. This is the force P, this is the force Q, and the third force is given like this. This is the force R. Now the question statements they are asking question is, what is the motion of the particle due to these forces actually? I mean, whether this velocity is changed or not changed. If it is changed, whether it is increasing or decreasing. Okay, if it is not changed, like what is the answer for it? So this question you can answer directly. This is a triangular law. Triangular law of vectors. If you remember this, if you remember the meaning of this triangle law of vectors, you can directly answer yes, the particle is in uniform motion even if the forces are acting on it also. Okay, because of the fact the resultant of P and Q will be in this direction, but R is in the opposite direction, no? Right? R is in the opposite direction with the same magnitude. Whenever two forces are there with the same magnitude but in opposite direction, then they will cancel each other. So net force is 0. Whenever net force is 0, the particle will be staying in the same state, whether it may be uniform motion state or rest state. Okay, that is what Newton's first law. So you can say directly, if you understand the triangular law of vectors, then directly by seeing the figure you can say that yes, the motion of the particle is not changed. Okay, so there are such problems they will give you, right? In the same 2019 paper, there was one more question from atomic physics. The question is, the total energy of an electron in hydrogen atom is minus 3.4 electron volt. This is the state, this is the data. Okay. Now the question is, then the kinetic energy and potential energy of the electrons are respectively. Okay, option A, option B, option C, and option C. There are 4 options. So how to solve such problems here? And there is also again some shortcuts here. Okay, whenever a bound state is there, like electron is bound to nucleus or atom. Okay, like all the objects are bound to the Earth's surface, right? Like whenever a bound state is there, whenever the potential energy, like whenever the total energy is becoming negative, right? In that situation, the total energy is exactly half of potential energy, 1 point, and the total energy is exactly equals to negative of kinetic energy. Exactly equals to negative of kinetic energy. If you remember these 2 points, right, then you can directly answer this. If the total energy is minus 3.4 electron volt, then potential energy is double that of minus 3.4, that is minus 6.28 electron volt potential energy, and kinetic energy is plus 3.4 electron volt. So if you remember this, you can answer within 10 seconds. There is no doubt in that. If you did not remember, then that is another issue. Okay, so you should find many shortcuts and follow them to answer the NEET question paper actually. Okay, compared to JEE physics, NEET physics is a bit easy. Okay, and many people will have the phobia that physics is very difficult like that. Okay, but actually it is not difficult. For NEET level physics, it is not at all difficult. Okay, if you read theory and follow some shortcuts, okay, it will be easy. And I wish you all the best for your exams.